Stanley Lloyd Miller was an American chemist who made landmark experiments in the origin of life by demonstrating that a wide range of vital organic compounds can be synthesized by fairly simple chemical processes from inorganic substances. In 1952 he carried out the Miller-Urey experiment, which showed that complex organic molecules could be synthesized from inorganic precursors. The experiment was widely reported, and provided support for the idea that the chemical evolution of the early Earth had led to the natural synthesis of chemical building blocks of life from inanimate inorganic molecules. He has been described as the father of prebiotic chemistry. Stanley Miller was born in Oakland, California. He was the second child of Nathan and Edith Miller, descendants of Jewish immigrants from Belarus and Latvia. His father was an attorney and held the office of the Oakland Deputy District Attorney in 1927. His mother was a school teacher, so that education was quite a natural environment in the family. In fact, while in Oakland High School he was nicknamed a ChemWhiz. He followed his brother to the University of California at Berkeley to study chemistry, mainly because he felt that Donald would be able to help him on the subject. He completed his BSc in June 1951. For graduation course, he faced financial problems, as his father died in 1946, leaving the family with a money shortage. Fortunately, with the help from Berkeley faculty, he was offered a teaching assistantship at the University of Chicago in February 1951, which could provide the basic funds for graduate work. He joined this post and got registered for a PhD program in September. He frantically searched for a thesis topic to work on, meeting one professor after another, and he was inclined toward theoretical problems as experiments tended to be laborious. He was initially convinced to work with the theoretical physicist Edward Teller on synthesis of elements. Following the customs of the university, where a graduate student is obliged to attend seminars, he attended a chemistry seminar in which the Nobel laureate Harold Urey gave a lecture on the origin of solar system and how organic synthesis could be possible under reducing environments such as the primitive Earth's atmosphere. Miller was immensely inspired. After a year of fruitless work with Teller, and the prospect of Teller leaving Chicago to work on the hydrogen bomb, Miller was prompted to approach Urey in September 1952 for a fresh research project. Urey was not immediately enthusiastic on Miller's interest in prebiotic synthesis, as no successful works had been done, and he even suggested working on thallium and meteorites. With persistence, Miller persuaded Urey to pursue electric discharges in gases. He found clear evidence for the production of amino acids in the reaction vessel. He was always afraid that some specks of fly excrement might be the source of the amino acids he discovered in the reaction tube. This was not the case, and the result was a clear demonstration that a host of organic chemical compounds could be produced by purely inorganic processes. Miller eventually earned his doctorate degree in 1954, and a long-lasting reputation. From spectroscopic observations on stars, it is now well known that complex organic compounds are formed in the gases blown off of carbon-rich stars as a result of chemical reactions. The fundamental issue of what the connection was between the prebiotic organic compounds and the origin of life has remained. After completing a doctorate, Miller moved to the California Institute of Technology as a F.B. Jewett Fellow in 1954 and 1955. Here he worked on the mechanism involved in the amino and hydroxy acid synthesis. He then joined the Department of Biochemistry at the College of Physicians and Surgeons, Columbia University, New York, where he worked for the next 5 years. When the new University of California at San Diego was established, he became the first assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry in 1960, and an associate professor in 1962, and then a full professor in 1968. He supervised 8 PhD students including Jeffrey L. Botta.